Hey, what's up? It's your Friday guy, Kai, here. And this week's topic is the glamorization of the trans experience, I guess, and stuff like that. Um, so I'm hoping this isn't just gonna be like a word blab or whatever, like just a whole bunch of word vomit all over the camera. Um, but I did watch the other brothers' videos this week. Actually, I watched like all the other brothers' videos on like everything lately. I've had a lot of time, and I decided to get caught up. So you should too if you haven't watched all the other brothers' videos. So, anyways, I know all their perspectives and what they said, so I'm gonna try to like not say exactly the same thing, but also like give my own perspective. You'll see. So, anyways, so first of all, a common theme I saw in a lot of videos were guys saying who is glamorizing it, and then I was like, who is glamorizing it? And I had asked myself that, and so I did a little bit of Googling, and a lot of what I found was people, the great people who like to say that transgender people's stories and stuff being out there and in the media and like people sharing their stories and all this kind of stuff is glamorizing being trans, and like being transgender is like the new thing to be and stuff like that. Like I think a lot of people like to use the glamorization, whatever that is, of being trans as another way to invalidate transgender people. So that's a whole group of people. That's a whole thing. You know, those kinds of people, I let them do them. I'm gonna do me. You know, in my opinion, if what someone's doing has no effect on your life, then why even bother? Like, I think that's the mentality they should take. That's the mentality I take. But whatever. And that's a whole thing. On the other hand, you know, I want to make. I think that it's important to understand that. Okay, so I've been trying to think for a while how to put this. So, being transgender, it's what I was given. It's my honestly challenge. It's something I've had to overcome and struggle with and deal with, and it's not fun. That being said, if someone were to be like, hey, if you had the choice to go back and be like, I want to be cis, no, I wouldn't change it because I don't know who I'd be. Like, that's a scary thought. Like, this is what I was given. This is like everyone has challenges in their life, and it gives you lessons, and it gives you strength. It teaches you all these things that you wouldn't know otherwise without that. And that's just what I was given. Now, if someone said, like, regardless, like, not knowing anything about this life, any of this, if you just had, like, a choice, like, when I was, like, wherever you are before you go and are made and come into this world, and they were like, hey, would you want to be trans or cis, like, knowing nothing about my life now, then yes, I would want to be cis, because this is not, it's not like a fun thing. It's not good. And I think, like, you all know, like, there's positives. Like, there's things I've learned, definitely. I don't want to be like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. Because it's not. There's definitely things that are way worse than being transgender. But it's not this fun, super thing. It's not a way to be different. First of all, being different, at least when I was in school, was not fun. Like, I sat at a cafeteria table by myself, and that's if I went to lunch. That's if I didn't spend lunch in the bathroom. And that's not to say, like, I didn't have friends. I was just like, I had a lot of social anxiety, so I didn't put myself out there, like, regardless of me being transgender, just like, but being different, being the outcast, not having a group to fit into, being alone, at least for me, it was not a fun experience. So I don't understand why that would be so, like, oh, I want to be different. Um, and I know, like, now with awareness the way it is, it seems like, oh, everyone's transgender. Well, I think that growing up, even with the internet, I didn't know any transgender people. There's two people I know now who I knew when I was in high school and before high school, like growing up. Like they went to high schools near me. I played sports with them who ended up getting top surgery. One identifies as a trans male, I believe, and one identifies as non-binary, I believe, but I don't keep up with them other than a few Facebook posts I see of them. Theirs every once in a while. So like, I couldn't tell you for sure, but like those are the only two people I know. And during growing up, I didn't talk to them. I didn't have any. We had mutual friends, but we didn't have any like real direct connections. So it's like, I think in separate spaces before the internet and before all these new ways of communication and connecting to people all around happened, there was maybe like one or no transgender people in that area. No one knew about them, you know, because it's is a minority in most places. Like I don't go to a place and like know like, and even if someone is transgender, you can't always tell. So I don't go to a place and like, oh, look, there's my people. Like that doesn't happen for me. So like, now that there's the internet and people are able to share their stories, and more people are, one, able to share their story and get it out to more people, and two, they're able to see these other people sharing their stories and be like, oh, I relate to that. This might be, because for me, a big reason why it took so long is because I knew nothing about transgender stuff at all. So I couldn't know that I was something that I didn't know it really existed, or I didn't understand fully. It didn't have a name for it. Like I was still, but I didn't know that's what it was called. But then when I did, I could take the steps to make myself more comfortable. You know, I did, and now so more people are able to be exposed to that and maybe figure out themselves or see that there are more people like this in the world who are transgender. So my point is, it's not like a glamorization thing. It's not like, oh, everyone's suddenly trans. It's that there's more exposure to it all around for everyone. So because of the internet, I think has a lot to do with that, and just communication and technology advancements and basic stuff. So anyways, like I said, I didn't want to make this a whole word blab, which I think it just was, because this is just a weird topic. First of all, I think it's important to talk about because people do say, oh, transgender is being glamorized, like it's the new thing, and it's like, that's not. But then, you know, people also want to come up with any logic to invalidate stuff they don't understand and keep them, you know how it is. When you can't understand something, you gotta come up with some reason why it is the way it is. And yeah, I would just, again, always urge those who don't understand to either, you know, live your life and I'll live mine, or try your best to hear us out and hear our stories and get as much knowledge as you can before making those kinds of judgments. But, you know, that is what it is. I think most of the people who watch this channel and stuff understand that being transgender isn't glamorous, and if people are coming at you with that it is, I'm very, very sorry. Their logic is just flawed. Most people I see who talk about trans related stuff in either the media or on YouTube or in any public space, for the majority of it, have some kind of story explaining that it's not all fun and games or awesome or anything like that. A lot of depression, a lot of loss, just a lot of not fun stuff. But at the end of the day, it is my story, and that's okay. That's my thing. It's my mountain, and yeah, just keep climbing. I don't know where this video went. I don't know how long it is. I am terrified of editing it. It is Friday, so I have to get it up soon. So I will talk to you all next week, most likely, unless something weird comes up. But most likely I'll see you all next week. I love you all. Stay strong, stay safe, stay you. Peace.